Hello everybody, welcome to CFAO Mobility. My name is Olivia and I really want us to go through the Suzuki Jimny 5-door.
Shawty look good in the moonlight, spotlight, moonlight. Nigga, why you tripping, get your mood right. Shawty look good in the moonlight. All these pussy niggas so bad, my spotlight, moonlight. Nigga, why you tripping, get your mood right.
The Jimny has two variants, the Suzuki Jimny 3-door and the Suzuki Jimny 5-door. So what I want us to do today, I want us to see, is the Suzuki Jimny 5-door just about the extra space, or is it about more capabilities to enhance and for better off-road capabilities? So right here, we have the Suzuki Jimny 5-door, brand new, the latest model 2024. We can see that the Suzuki Jimny has a very aerodynamic shape. We can see that even with the box shape, it has the curves at the side. Over here, we have our headlamps. The headlamps are light emitting diode headlamps. So they provide better intensity and better visibility in foggy or misty conditions. As well as we have our black ventilated grille for air intake and also to minimize air resistance, all enhancing the aerodynamic capability of the Suzuki Jimny 5-door. Now the main difference between the 3-door and the 5-door is the chrome finishing right over here at the grille. So this chrome finishing gives it a more executive and appealing look for anyone who would like to buy it. The one thing that I love the most about the Jimnys is that they have the headlamp washer. So with the headlamp washer, in case it's a muddy terrain or really there's a lot of mud and it's raining, you don't need to get out of your car and wipe your headlamp so that you can see better. All you need to do is operate the headlamp washer inside and it will spray water here so that you can see better during rainy conditions. At Suzuki, safety is first. We can see over here that we have our indicator turn lamp. So our indicator turn lamp makes sure that when we want to turn, the pedestrians and the motorcyclists can know that we are turning for enhanced safety. As well as the 3-door and the 5-door all have the 195 15-inch rim, which comes with a very good alloy finishing over here at the side. We can see that the ground clearance of the Suzuki Jimny 5-door is 210 millimeters, which gives it a better angle of departure and approach that makes it better for off-roading and driving on rugged terrains as well. So over to the back here, we can appreciate the rear spoiler of the Suzuki Jimny. So the rear spoiler really comes in to enhance the aerodynamic capability of the car, so that when the wind or the air comes through, it pushes back and gives you extra thrust to maximize fuel efficiency as well. So the high mount stop lamp over here makes sure that when you're braking, the person behind you can easily see that you're braking and can be able to give you a safe distance for extra safety. Our spare tire is carefully located so that it is easy to remove in case you get a flat tire or a puncture. So this parking system consists of 4 rear sensors and a rear parking view mirror. Now the parking sensors work hand in hand with the rear view mirror to aid you in parking, especially when you need parking assistance. They sense proximity, they sense when someone or an object is close. The rear view parking camera over there is really to highlight the blind spot, and this could create a security and safety concern. So that's why this rear parking camera is here, to enhance your parking experience. So our fuel tank is 40 liters and this is a 1.5 liter engine. So let me take you inside. So one great thing about the Suzuki Jimny, as the 3-door and 5-door, is that there are no controls on the driver's side door. So this gives it a very minimalistic feel because all the controls are on the other side of the panel. So the window control on the driver's side is found on this side, where you can control the left and the right windows of the driver. You can also control the rear windows using these 2 rear view control mirrors, which makes it very easy. As well as you can lock the rear mirrors to make sure that in case you're carrying children with you, to make sure that they do not open the windows when they should not open them. So right over here we have our 3-spoke leather steering wheel with our audio controls here and our cruise control over here. So these audio control buttons enable us to easily navigate whatever is on the dashboard using these controls. We can increase the volume, we can lower the volume, and we can also mute in case we really want to focus on the road. As well as we can pick up and decline calls at whatever time. The Suzuki Jimny 5-door comes with an AI assistant using the Android Auto. And with this, we can easily ask her what we need to know. For example, where are we?
You're at Ginger, Kampala Road, Mukono.
Thank you. This enables us to easily know our location at any one point. So right over here we have our cruise control button, same as we did for the 3-door. So we can easily set or cancel whatever speed that we have set the car to. So with cruise control, we just set a speed that we want to drive at, for example 40 kilometers per hour, and drive at that speed. So that means you can remove your foot from the accelerator pedal and simply let the car drive itself. But note that you should always be focused and aware of your surroundings. And in case you want to cancel, in case you come into incoming traffic, please press the brake or accelerator pedal to cancel. So cruise control helps also to maximize fuel efficiency. So next up we have our dashboard, where we have our different speedometers, and right here in the middle we can see what our consumption looks like for any trip in time. We can also see our fuel gauge. So our fuel gauge is digitalized. We don't really have an analog meter moving left to right. We can clearly see the position of our fuel tank. The car is adjusted to let us know when we are getting low on fuel. The Suzuki Jimny is a 5-speed automatic transmission, and it comes with a few other safety controls because safety is paramount. We have our hill hold or hill descent control in case in the times when we really want to move at a constant speed down the hill. So it makes sure that as we move down a very steep slope that we are safe. And then we also have our traction control button over there. So for traction control, when any of our tires is stuck, in case we're in a muddy terrain and the tire is slipping and it can't get out of the mud, traction control distributes the power evenly to the rest of the tire so that you can easily get out of whatever pothole or mud that you are stuck in. We can easily engage from 2-wheel high to 4-wheel high at any one point. So it means that when you're driving in the uptown, maybe it's tarmac road, the roads are good, you can use your 2-high speed drive. Or if you're moving in very rough terrains, you can use your 4-high or your 4-low, depends on what you would like to move at. Although 2-high also helps us maximize fuel economy. Now we also have our AC knob controls, and we can easily adjust whatever, either we want it at the front or at the rear for our rear defoggers, or we want to put it at an auto preset temperature. This is all fine. So the main difference between the Suzuki 3-door and 5-door lies in the infotainment display. So this is a 9-inch infotainment display with Apple CarPlay. So the Apple CarPlay is a new feature that allows us to connect to our Google Maps, and it tells us our exact location, as well as all the apps on our phone, on our Apple phone, can be found right here. And that means we don't necessarily need to reach out for our phone to see what's happening. We can also attend our meetings on Zoom. So this makes life more easier and more convenient. The back door has a shock, so the shock enables the door to open fully even without your assistance. And this is really great storage space in case you're traveling up country, in case you're traveling really far. You can carry whatever you need to carry in the Suzuki Jimny 5-door.